The opposite of expression is depression. Hi guys, it's Lista Muse. We're back with another video. Today I want to talk about how you can overcome depression. Depression is often stemmed from lack of purpose, lack of self-belief or self-confidence, your lack of self-expression, and your ability to output in this world. You are here for a purpose. Your life is spent defining what that purpose means to you. We all have a unique path, and I think one of the ways that we can release a lot of pressure off ourselves is to know and to understand that our life is incomparable to the next person. If you find yourself judging yourself, being hard on yourself, and comparing yourself to others, it should find you great relief to know that you can let all of that go. You are not meant to be the next person. Whatever path that they are taking, and though it may seem like the way that they're taking is working, oftentimes it's because they found the path that they are destined. But that does not take away from you or your journey. You just have to find time within yourself to find out what it is that you truly want and desire in this lifetime. I've come across this video last week on Instagram. It was a lady, she was talking about how opposite of expression is depression. So if you are suppressing yourself and you are not living in the present moment, that can be why you are feeling the way that you're feeling. And another thing that you can do to change this is to take an incremental step every single day in deciding what it is that you want for yourself. I know we spend a lot of times in our head. I know that I do. And I know that we all have a vision of what we'd like our life to look like. And in this moment, it may feel impossible. It may feel so far away. But in reality, all you have to do is take a step. You don't have to rush the process and hurry up and get to the destination. In reality, it just doesn't work like that. You have to understand that it's the journey that makes you you, and who you are and who you become during this process is what truly matters. Once you reap the benefits of fulfilling your desires, of staying committed and staying locked in, that's another story. But in the meantime, love where you are right now and know where you're going. And if you don't know where you're going, sit with yourself. Bring out a piece of paper, write some things down, write what it is that your dream life looks like, write down what your highest version of yourself looks like, and start a plan. It could be an incremental step every single day, just getting you 1% closer to that 100%. And when you break it down like this, it should lift a lot of weight off your chest to know that you don't have to start with this big, huge, grand beginning. It's just taking that one initial step forward that is really going to make the difference, even 6 months from now. Think about how fast 6 months flies by when we are on autopilot. Now, just imagine if you intentionally spent these 6 months tailored to your growth, where it can lead you from here until now. And mind you, it only takes 30 days for your body to learn a new habit. So just imagine what 6 months can look like from now. And if you want to work on a habit, break it down. What's the most important habit that you want to start with, and start there. So if you want to start making your bed in the morning, start making your bed in the morning. Make it easier for you. Like for me, I keep all of my sides tucked in. I have a platform bed, so just for presentation purposes, I like having the comforter tucked underneath because it just, one, makes the bed look better. You can see all the edging, but it makes it so easy for me to make it in the morning. And mind you, I've always been a bed maker. My stepmom taught me at a young age, so that's just part of my morning routine. But make things easy, make them obvious for you. If you want to start reading, lay a book next to your bed. If you want to journal, lay a journal next to your bed and just put down one journal entry. Read one page, complete one page, and get that flow going. And once you practice this every single day, things will get easier for you. And if you're not expressing yourself and loving yourself and nurturing and spending time with yourself, I would make this a priority as well. So for the next 30 days, what is it that you can do to help you bring you closer to yourself? For me, to be completely transparent, these last couple weeks have been challenging. I have talked to you about this before, but I'm really focused on how I can get back to myself. I started picking up old books, trying to get my mind right again. And one thing I learned from the book that I'm reading is that healing is not linear. And I went through this purpose of feeling depressed in the past and on my path and on my purpose and slowly bringing myself out of that depression, being high on life, feeling untouchable, feeling like the hottest woman, whatever. I felt and believed very highly of myself, but now I'm back in a rut. I kind of lost all of that belief, and trying to pick it back up again is the part that I am struggling with, because this time around it's different. The approach needs to be different. What worked in the past doesn't necessarily always work in this moment. So learning to adapt, that is another thing that you want to teach yourself, to be able to adapt to circumstances, to opportunities, to things going on in your life. But if you stay still and you stay stagnant, all you're going to do is be consumed. You have to put your mind towards something meaningful and purposeful and give yourself something to look forward to, something to build. We have to keep busy in our creativity, because if we're not, we're in our feelings, we're in our head, we are not where we want to be. But if you put your mind and your attention to things that matter, to things that are going to help you grow, this is where you are able to bring yourself out of the rut. This is how you don't stay stagnant and how you keep on moving. Let me just reiterate that healing is not linear. It's not going to be a consistent, you're not going to go through this healing journey one time and you're automatically going to be good for the rest of your life. There's going to be low points in your life. You're going to go through things that is just going to maybe knock you off your rhythm, knock you off your feet. But getting up is the most important part, and knowing on how to do that and how you operate so that you can pick yourself up and to move forward. Don't let life beat you up. It's absolutely hard out here. It is not easy. We are faced with so many circumstances, and the way that life is set up right now, it does not work in our favor. But what you do have control over is your mind, and that's the greatest thing that you can have. That's the most expensive thing that you can have, honestly, is your mind, because how your mind is determines how your reality is. So if you have a very negative internal feeling and belief and thoughts about yourself, that's often what is going to be portrayed into your reality. So your life is not going to look the way that you want it to. But the moment that you have that mindset shift and you start to believe in yourself and you start to speak life into yourself and you start to follow down a path, you start to keep your promises, then your reality and your circumstances change in your favor, because you are believing, and that belief gives you so much confidence. So you walk with your head high. You have this feeling that everything is going to work out for you, and it does. Maybe not necessarily in the way that you may think it does, but things always work out for the better. And to remember that if you are ever rejected, that it is protection. Rejection is protection from what is not meant for you. But do not fret, because something better is coming your way. And if you believe that fully, better will come. That is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up, and if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye guys.